Ganesha is like a child, happy and dancing. His big fat belly, tied up by a snake, symbolizes the expanding and contracting universe. Who or what is God? Is God a personality? Does God have a form? Does God have an address? Millions upon millions would say yes, and each of them will give you the name of their favorite God, show you an image of their favorite form, and also take you to their most sacred space of worship. Then there are millions upon millions who would laugh at this so called childlike approach and speak with equal conviction that God or the divine cannot be confined to one form, one name, or one space. Which of these views are true? Because logically, if one of these views is true, then the other must be false. If you are in one space, how can you be everywhere? If you are everywhere, how can you be in one place? Because every name, form, and the address of the divine is seen as a limitation of the universal intelligence. But does this logic hold good in the face of an actual experience of the divine? No. In my experience of the divine, I have known that the divine is personal as well as the universal. I have experienced the immeasurable power of Ekam when I have set foot on that sacred soil. I have been engulfed by it, where intentions have simply manifested for the asking. There have also been innumerable occasions where I have realized Ekam as the never-ending field of consciousness from which no thing and no being is separate. In the divine you see all that is paradoxical, all that is antithetical come together. Let me make it simple for you using Ganesha or the elephant-headed god of India. For centuries, Hindus have believed that their prayers get answered faster when prayed around Ganesh Chaturthi. They even have a date on which grace flows in abundance. Nothing like Hinduism in the world in terms of actualizing a personal divine. You ask any Indian for who Ganesha is, and they will tell you a very simple and a beautiful story of he being the son of Shiva and Parvati. Yes, Sri Ganesha has a story, a name, a form, parentage, history, and address. He has a distinctive personality. Ganesha is like a child, happy and dancing. If you two danced and sang his name and asked him for all the obstacles on the path to be removed, he would. He is a foodie. You want something from him, you offer him his favorite food and ask for it. He is considered to be the most intelligent among the gods, symbolized by his elephant head. So students ask for blessings of great intelligence by offering his favorite Garika grass. This is the personal aspect of the divine as Ganesha. One of his many names is Sumukha, which means when you see his form, great blessings flow to you. That is why he is often found seated next to the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, and the goddess of learning, Saraswati. When you look at his form and ask, abundance and learning both flow into you. Let us now talk of the Ganesha as the universal divine. In the universal aspect, his form is a metaphor, a symbol of the great mystery of the universe. An elephant head on a boy's body, such a fat body riding a tiny mouse. totally incongruent. As you meditate on these incredible contradictions of Sri Ganesha's form, the logical mind becomes silent. A greater awareness of the mysteries of the universe open up. His big fat belly tied up with a snake, so it would not burst open with all the food he has eaten, is again another symbol. His big fat belly tied up by a snake symbolizes the expanding and contracting universe that is tied by the fabric of space-time, so it does not explode into non-existence. When you meditate upon Ganesha as a symbol, you experience the oneness of the divine with all life. Is the symbol of Ganesha made by humans? Does that question really matter? Not at all. Because I have met people from different nationalities, different countries, who have seen Ganesha in their dreams even as children, long before they even heard of Ganesha's name. I have seen a Native American artist paint Ganesha holding the Kundalini as a serpent in his lap. The chakras are part of the universal language of consciousness, and Ganesha is the deity of the Muladhara chakra. Do you know, so many people come searching for Ekam because they saw Ekam in their dreams or prayers or their visions. Ekam is the Surya Yantra Mandala that appeared to a mystic architect 600 years ago. These are sacred forms that are powerful impressions in human consciousness itself. The divine is form, formless, all forms, and the essence beyond all forms. Reach the divine in any way you please. All ways have their own magic. Please sit still. See this mystic form of Sri Ganesha. Listen to the Ganesha mantra with the intention that all obstacles in life dissolve.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam